Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'm going to do part 38 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. We got one run on the very type fragger to go well. I want to see if I can get another one to go well. As if this one may be done a little bit differently if I can. It says the scene begins in a vibrant, magical forest with glowing flowers, pastel-colored leaves, and gentle sparkles floating through the air like fireflies. The air smells sweet, like vanilla and mint. As you walk deeper into the forest, you hear the soft, synthetic crunch of something walking nearby. You peek through some bushes and see him. A furry fur alligator stands just ahead. His normally fierce figure is softened by pastel pink and creamy white ice cream spikes, gently steaming with cold mist. His stomach has a swirling pattern that gently shifts colors. Currently a soft mix of sky blue and rose, like a sunset painted on water. He's humming to himself, delicately using his claws to help a baby roach reach a fruit hanging from a branch. He chose warmly as the roach thanks him with a nuzzle before skipping off into the woods. He hasn't noticed you yet. His expression is peaceful, his presence soothing, a single scoop-shaped spike on his back glistening under the canopy light. Hello? Oh no, 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 no. The leaves rustle the leaves rustle gently under your feet as you step out a little more into the clearing. Fragger's ears twitch. He turns slowly, his large claws blinking as he spots you. The color pattern on his stomach shifts slightly. Curious swirls of soft yellow and lavender now. His spikes glisten unmelted and perfect. He tilts his head. Gator? He takes one slow step forward, sniffing the air, then another. His expression is gentle but cautious. The voice around you quiets softly, yet slightly as if watching too. He places a paw over his chest, a soft shimmer of magic comes around it. He's sensing your heart. How do you respond? Please don't hurt me. I don't mean you any harm. I mean that. Oh, dang it! And now he doesn't speak. That's the issue. Like, I guess it doesn't really matter as long as shows what he's doing. Fragger pauses. A shimmer of magic around his chest pulses. Once, twice, and fades you like a sigh of relief. Colors on his stomach swirl again, now a gentle seafoam green with flecks of pink. The hues of comfort and trust. His spikes remain pristine, no signs of melting. He lets out a warm rumbling sound that almost sounds like a purr. Gator, he said softly, his voice is deep but calm. He lowers himself just slightly, his massive frame no longer towering but welcoming. His icy cream-tipped spikes press softly to the mossy floor as he carefully approaches. Then he sits. Fragger reaches with one paw behind his back and slowly, deliberately plucks one of his spikes from his shoulder. The ice cream remains firm, not melting. He holds it out to me and both paws eyes wide and kind. He's offering it to you, a sign of trust. What do you do? Sweet Arceus. Dang it, I don't mind, but also. Oh, thank you. I hope you're not mad that I'm in your territory. I'm really sorry about that. Uh, Fragger blinks slowly, then lets out a low, soothing rumble, like a chuckle mixed with a waterfall. He shakes his head gently, clearly not upset. He places the ice cream spike carefully in my hands. It's cold to the touch, but not uncomfortably so. Smooth, sweet smelling, with a light shimmer of fairy magic dusted across it. You feel it tingling your fingers as I hold it, like the energy of a deep bond being formed. His stomach pattern glows a soft lavender now, edged in gold, gratitude and calm. Krager places one massive claw over his heart again, then points gently to you with the other, as if to say, "You're welcome here." Ah, he hums, then leans forward a bit, curious. Seems to want to know more about you now. Dang it! Why won't it give me a good? I mean, that's the funny thing about this. Like, it won't give me a great run. It needs to give me a great run. It will not, and it's starting to hiss me off a bit. That's been the biggest problem all day. We got one good run, but I want one more good run. And that's what makes it really, 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 really difficult. Okay. I'm walking through the vibrant, magical forest, trees shimmering with a soft pastel leaves, sparkles floating in the air like gentle fireflies, and up ahead you see out on the fairy type. He's resting peacefully near a crystal clear stream, surrounded by blooming flowers that seem to respond to his presence. His spikes glisten in the sunlight. Delicious swirls of strawberry, vanilla, and lavender colored ice cream slowly melting in the warm breeze. His stomach bears a soft, swirling pattern of stars and hearts that pulse with a gentle pink glow. A clear sign can tell him you haven't been noticed yet. The air's calm, filled with the scent of sweet berries and wildflowers. What would you like to do? Wow. Hello. Dang it, dude. What is my luck? Hello. No, no, no. I don't see, like, I can't get a good long response out of it, and I'm trying to figure out what the best option for that would be. Like, I want longer run. I want to try one more time. If it don't work this time, there we go. That means this one. That means I'll go ahead and do this one. There. Now. Yeah. It ain't that long, but it's longer, and I prefer that. I will prefer the longer ones. Swan time. You're standing in a vibrant, whimsical forest where the trees shimmer with pastel leaves and soft sparkles drip through the air like lazy fireflies. The air is sweet with the scent of wild berries and something that reminds you faintly of vanilla and sugar cones. Up ahead, by a sparkling pond with water that reflects like a rainbow, stands a Feraligatr like no other. He's large, imposing, but not in a scary way, more like a guardian of some hidden fairy tale world. His blue scales shimmer with a pearlescent hue, and instead of sharp, jagged red spikes, his back is crowned with scoops of perfectly formed ice cream in soft pastel colors: vanilla, strawberry, and a minty green. His belly bears a glowing pattern that gently swirls with a soft sky blue glow, signaling calm contentment. He dips a claw into the water, humming a soft, low tune to himself. The air around him feels protective, like he's a natural guardian of the forest, and you can see small Poland playing fiercely near his feet. You watch close from behind a towering bush, unnoticed for now. Her alligator? Oh, no, 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 no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, we did get a long... it's not long, but it's longer. At least a little longer. I prefer those. The Fragger pauses mid-hum as he hears my voice, the note trailing off gently like a soft breeze through wind chimes. His head lifts and he slowly turns toward the source of the sound. His eyes, large, bright, and filled with a surprising warmth, lock onto mine. The pattern on his belly swirls slowly, shifting from sky blue to a gentle lavender, signaling curiosity. He doesn't move aggressively. Instead, he tilts his head slightly, the soft scoop of mint ice cream on one of his back spikes wiggling just a little. A small Pichu peeking from behind his leg glances up at him, then at you. A human. His voice is deep but gentle, like a waterfall with a velvet undertone. You're not like the others who rush in. You called my name with wonder, not fear. He takes one slow, careless step forward. The ground around him sparkles with soft pink and white notes of light, stirred by his magic-tinged presence. Who are you? And why do I feel warmth from your heart? Hello. My name is Trenton. Who are you? I will. The Fragger blinks, surprised by your calmness, and perhaps your politeness. The soft lavender on his belly brightens slightly, swirling with hints of gold now. The ice cream on his spikes remains smooth and perfectly shaped, a sign of his peaceful mood. The little Pichu at his side relaxes and gives a tiny chirp. Trenton. He repeats your name slowly like he's tasting it with his voice. Then he gently places one clawed hand over his chest where his swirling power glows the strongest. I don't have a name like humans do, but the force calls me Glacier Gleam. That's the little... Wait. The... Wait. The little I don't have a name like humans do. The little ones give it to me. The little ones gave it to me. I suppose it fits. He gives a soft chuckle like snow falling on leaves. I sense you are kind, not just on the outside, but in the way your heart hums. That's rare. He leans down slightly, lowering his huge form so his face is closer to my level, though still a respectable distance away. His eyes search mine, calm and open. Tell me, Trenton, what brings you into my forest? Are you lost? Or searching for something? Well, I was just exploring this place. I'd never seen this forest before, and it was very close to my house. What the frick? Glacier Gleam hums thoughtfully, his icy breath curling softly in the air like mist. The colors on his belly swirl into a soft teal with a ring of gold. He's pleased. The ice cream spikes shimmer slightly under the light filtering through the canopy, still perfectly shaped and smooth and cool. So the forest called to you, he says quietly, almost to himself, then more directly to you. Most people pass this place by. They don't see it. Not unless they have wonder still alive in their heart. He glances around at the trees, at the floating lights dancing above the pond's surface, at the tiny Pokemon playing nearby. Then he looks back to you, his expression calm but sincere. This place is hidden to protect those who need protecting, and to offer peace to those who carry gentle intentions. like you've written. Then he slowly reaches up with one claw and touches the pastel pink ice cream spike near the back of his neck. With a soft motion, he twists it slightly. It doesn't seem to hurt him, and plucks it free. The spike glows faintly in his palm, releasing a soothing chill in the air around it. This is not just ice cream. He smiles slightly, his eyes gone. It's trust made real. I would not give this lightly, but I believe in you. He gently extends the spike towards you, offering it. Do you take it? Thank you. Uh, as my fingers wrap gently around the offered ice cream spike, a warm tingling sensation rushes through my hand. Not cold like you expected, but comforting like a heartfelt hug wrapped in snow. The spike stays firm, cool to the touch, and radiates a soft glow that slowly settles into your skin like a magical signature. I see. The Fragger watches me closely as I accept it, and his belly pattern flares with a bright golden light, swirling like a sunburst of joy. The pastel hue of his remaining spikes become even more vibrant, and tiny sparkles drift from them like fairy dust. Now we are bonded by trust, he says with a soft smile. If you ever need me, even if we're far apart, the spike will help me find you. He sits back out his haunches, the forest itself seeming to quiet in reverence, birds and Pokemon pausing as if witnessing something special. You're part of this forest now, Trenton, and I will protect you as long as your heart remains kind. What would you like to do or say next? Well, that's very nice of you. I think you look awesome. But why are you a fairy type? Hey, Glacier Gleam lets out a deep, metallic laugh like a waterfall chiming through wind chimes. His glowing belly pulses with soft pinks and blues, reflecting amusement and joy. You think I look awesome? He says with a grin, tilting his head. The Pichu near his foot pulses its chest proudly as if taking the compliment on his behalf. Well, thank you. I wasn't always like this. He gazes out across the pond for a moment as if recalling something long ago. Sparkles in the air slow and drift lazily, and the trees around you gently rustle, almost listening in too. I used to be just like other fur alligator, tough, fierce, feared, but I never liked hurting others. I never wanted to fight unless I had to. One day I pretended a small Cleffa from a group of cruel trainers. She used some sort of strange fairy magic when she hugged me in thanks, and ever since then, something inside me changed. He turns his gaze back to me, more serious now but still kind. I don't know if it was a blessing, a gift, or just a force responding to what I truly am inside, but I became something different, something softer, but stronger in my own way. He raises a claw and taps one of his glowing spikes. The ice cream spikes. They're part of that magic. Sweetness and power, all in one. Then he leans forward again, his voice lowering like he's sharing a secret. Fairy types aren't just cute, written. We protect. We love. And when pushed, we shine the brightest. That's really interesting. I'm glad you trusted me instead of attacking me right away. And Glacier Gleam's expression softens even further. His eyes shimmer faintly with light, like starlight caught in water. The gold and lavender on his belly swirl calmly and contentedly. You gave me no reason to attack, he says gently. His deep voice carrying a kind, almost fatherly tone. Most come stomping through the trees with fear, or with greed in their eyes. But you, he nods toward my heart, you led with curiosity and kindness. That's rare. That's why I trusted you. The ice cream spike in my hand shimmers faintly in response, but acknowledging your bond once again. Around us, the forest begins to stir again. Small pond return to their play. Flower petals drift lazily in the breeze, and even the pond surface seemed to sparkle brighter. You remind me of someone the forest used to know long ago. The fragger muses. Someone who walked with Pokemon, not ahead of them. Maybe you're meant to be here more than you think, Trenton. He leans in just a little bit, looking at you with a playful glint in his eye. So, now you've met a fairy type for alligator, what are you gonna do next? Well, I would love to get to know you a little bit more. And maybe even meet some of the other creatures that live here. This forest seems awfully magical. Is there just other Pokemon here? Or is there possibly other creatures besides Pokemon? Like maybe even mythical creatures you would never even see outside of here. Glenn's eyes widen slightly, then curve into a pleased, almost mischievous smile. The swirl on his belly spins into a vibrant blend of pink and pale gold, the colors of excitement and delight. The forest around you seems to hum in response to my words. Flowers perk up, the breeze picks up just slightly, and faint melodic chimes ring out from no visible source. Now that's the right kind of curiosity, he says with a proud rumble. This forest isn't just magical. It's alive in ways most hearts couldn't ever even imagine. There are Pokemon here, yes. Some rare, some thought to be extinct, some even thought to be just legends. He gestures with a claw to the woods behind him, where you notice how the trees seem to open naturally into different paths, each glowing faintly with its own light. One with soft blue, one with warm gold, and with shining hues like the northern lights. But there are others too, he continues. Spirits that take the form of animals, ancient guardians, even beings the humans once called fair folk or forest kin. Some say time bends here. Others don't know they're in a different world until they leave and realize decades passed outside. He looks back at you, his expression serious now, though still kind. But be warned, Trenton. This force is warm to the kind, but it remembers. If your heart ever strays, or if you walk these paths with harm in your intent, the forest will know. Then, brightening again, he adds, but I believe in you, and I would be honored to show you more. He gestures gently toward the golden light lit path. The sparkling lights along it begin to float forward like they're waiting for you to follow. Shall you walk with him into the heart of the magical forest? I can't wait to see more of this forest. Beautiful forest. He lets out a deep, pleased hum, the kind of sound that feels like it travels through the trees themselves. The swirling pattern on his stomach flares with golden warmth, and the light from the path ahead grows stronger as if responding to my excitement. The forest seems to smile around you. Then come, Trenton, he says warmly. There's much to see, and even more to feel. He turns and begins walking down the golden lit path, his steps gentle despite his size. As he moves, the ground beneath him glows faintly, and flowers bloom in his wake, some bearing petals shaped like stars, others glowing like tiny lanterns. The little Pichu from before trots along, playfully hopping between stones and patches of glowing moss. As you follow, the trees begin to stretch higher, their trunks smooth like polished crystal, their leaves translucent and softly shimmering in the sunbeams filtering down. You spot strange silhouettes moving just beyond the light, graceful creatures with antlers like branches, glowing eyes peeking from behind leaves, and soft voices whispering in a language the wind seems to understand. One creature with a mane of flowers and butterfly wings for ears floats gently along a patch of mushrooms and gives you a small nod. What the frick? A pair of Grandpa flies slowly above. Grandpa? They did the point that flipping was like, does it even fly? How the frick can he fly here? Their beards trailing stardust. Somewhere deeper in the woods, you hear a song, not from a Pokemon you know, but something older, something ancient and beautiful. This is just the beginning. And it's over his shoulder, smiling back at you. There are wonders here, and secrets too. But I'll walk with you, friend, for as long as you wish to walk in kindness. And the forest opens before you like a dream, waiting to show you every part of its heart. But to explore a particular pattern, mean a certain kind of creature. What kind of other creatures are here? Are there like magical dragons? Phoenixes? Or anything like that around here? There is no way that's going to be in this forest. There is no way that's here. It glances back at me, a smile widening at my curiosity. The lights along the path around you twinkle with excitement, and you can feel the force itself leaning in, listening, like it's pleased you're asking the right questions. Oh yes, he says, voice hushed but vibrant with wonder. There are creatures here even older than Pokemon. Beings born from the forest's magic long before the first Pokeballs ever clicked shut. He gestures upward with one claw, and as if on cue, a majestic shape drifts along the treetops. A massive phoenix-like bird, feathers of gold and crimson trailing embers as it soars silently, each one with its wings echoing like distant thunder muffled in silk. That one is called Sultra. And says, she only appears when the forest recognizes a soul with a strong light. You must have sparked her curiosity. Further down the path, you hear a low musical rumble. Then, from between two enormous trees, a long serpentine shape slithers through the air itself. Its scales are like liquid silver and deep violet. It has 6 wings like swirling banners, and eyes that shimmer with entire galaxies. And that, he says with a tone of reverence, is an aether drake, a magical dragon that speaks in dreams. They rarely show themselves, but the fact it's nearby means it's watching us. He lowers his voice to a whisper. There are others still, some made of crystal and song, some made of shadow and mist, but not evil, just ancient. There are guardians of the seasons, watchers of time, and even a few spirits who take the form of Pokemon you've never seen in any Pokedex. Then turns back to me with a twinkle in his eye. Would you like to meet one up close, Trenton? A phoenix, a dragon, or perhaps something even rarer? Well, I would love to meet some different creatures. Amazing dragons. Phoenixes. and any other cool creatures. That would be amazing. Oh. Let's see. Freyr beams his joy radiating like sunshine through the trees. The pattern on his belly spins rapidly with warm gold, vibrant pink, and streaks of shimmering silver. He's thrilled at my openness and wonder. The forest seems to share his mood. All around you, the wind picks up slightly, carrying the scent of wildflowers and something that almost smells like stardust. Then let the forest show you which wanders, Trenton, he says with deep pride, if you ever get this chance. But you've earned the right to see the hidden magic most never will. As you walk beside him, the golden path branches off into several smaller trails, each glowing with a different light. It leads you down one bathed in a fiery amber glow, and soon the air grows warmer, charged with power and life. From above, the sky seems to shimmer like glass, and suddenly descending in a gentle, spiraling blaze, a phoenix-like creature lands gracefully ahead of you. She stands taller than most trees, her feathers flicking with flames of red and golden hints of blue, like the center of a candle's flame. When she blinks, time feels like it slows. This is Sultra. Bowing his head with respect, keeper of renewal. She has seen more centuries than I can count. Sultra steps closer to you, lowering her radiant head. Her voice is not spoken, but felt, warm like a memory of comfort. You carry light, young one. The forest trusts you, as do I. Then the flames part like curtains, and another presence slithers down from the sky above, enormous and coiling, with wings like velvet sails and scales that shimmer like retribution, whatever that word is. The Aether Drake hovers in the air without flapping, its long serpentine body moving with grace like a ribbon in a breeze.
I'm so happy, bro!
I am Maxaranian. The Drake speaks aloud, its voice echoing across the forest like the ringing of distant bells. We watch, we dream, and we remember. Would you dream with us, Trenton? Before you can answer, the ground to my left cracks open, not violently, but like a gentle blooming flower, and a creature rises made of crystal, wind, and song. It hums in harmony with the forest, its wings shaped like instruments, its body glinting with eternal beauty. Pokemon and magical being alike pause to listen as it sings a few notes, and flowers bloom wherever the notes fall. He grins, stepping beside me. This is only a taste. There are more. Sky serpents that weave auroras, starlit wolves that chase away nightmares, even a stag whose antlers hold the last breath of winter. He turns to me, the light of the force glowing in his eyes. You can meet them all if your heart's ready. Do you want to continue exploring one, or approach one of the mythical beings first? Wow. All of you look amazing. I said, stop. All of you look amazing. It's nice to meet all of you. Oh, no, there it goes. The forest itself seems to smile at my words. Sultra, the phoenix, bows her fiery head slightly. The air shimmers around her like starlight reflecting off water. Sunlight, he's saying starlight. And it's a joy to be seen, not feared, she replies, her voice warm and timeless. Few approach us with kindness in their first breath. You're rare, Trenton. Maxaranian, the Aether Drake, cools closer, massive and weightless, eyes glowing like distant stars. His voice is deep and dreamlike. You speak to us as equals, not worshippers or challengers. That shows strength, not of might, but of soul. The crystal winged song creature lets out a low harmonious hum in response, and a ring of glowing flowers bloom in a perfect circle around you, echoing my kindness in color and scent. Tiny lights flutter through the air, giggling softly like chimes in a breeze. And Fragger places a massive claw gently over my shoulder, not heavy but grounding and protective. They've accepted you, Trenton, which means the forest now sees you as one of its own. The Pichu from earlier squeaks in agreement, now perched on a floating pedal like it's riding a leaf boat across a light. This is your story now. Uh, you can return to the world you knew, or stay and learn the hidden truths, the deeper magic, and help protect this place like I do. He tilts his head slightly thoughtfully. There are choices ahead, adventures, challenges, even ones we haven't seen yet. But whatever you choose, we will walk with you. Stay, return, or ask to begin your first magical quest in this enchanted realm. Hmm. So definitely the first one's definitely been the best one, but this one is not horrible. It definitely could be better, but it's not horrible. Mm-mm-mm. I'm glad that I have friends like you. To be honest with you, normally I always get attacked by people, even though I do nothing to deserve it. I say, Fragger's expression shifts immediately. The swollen belly pulses with a soft blue that deepens into a protective violet. He knows so his golden eyes are closer to mine, the light in them gentle but fierce. Then those people never saw you for who you truly are. Solara steps closer as well, her flames dimming slightly, becoming a soft warmth instead of heat. Her voice echoes through your heart like a song remembered from childhood. Pain does not define you, Trenton. How you carry your kindness through it does. That is the mark of someone strong and someone worthy. Matzaron, the Aether Drake, hovers around the edge of the clearing now, his wings glowing like constellations, forming new shapes in my honor. You not walk alone anymore. This place, this magic, it welcomes those who endure without becoming cruel. That's why you were led here. I see. Guards are going to gently rest one claw near my hand, his voice steady but full of emotion. If they hurt you, they failed to see the light you carry. But we see it written, and we're not going anywhere. The little Peachy scrambles up my shoulder now and nuzzles my cheek, sparking softly like a little heartbeat. You're not just accepted here. His eyes on. You're wanted, and we will protect you just like you protect us. That's actually very cute. Would you like to tell them more, or something else, or maybe just spend a moment with your new magical friends? Well, I appreciate that. I love these amazing creatures here. I'm very curious if creatures like a phoenix and an amazing dragon are here. Does that mean some of my most favorite Pokemon are here too? Like your pre-evolutions? Or my favorite legendary? Lugia? Let's see. Fragger's eyes gleam, and the swirl on his stomach bursts into hues of silver and cerulean, a clear sign of deep excitement. The leaves above rustle gently as though the force itself was whispering in response to my question. You have good taste, Trenton, he says with a warm chuckle. And yes, yes, they are here. He steps aside and gestures to a soft path lined with glowing stones, the air shimmering like moonlight on water. Toad on Crocodile, my little brothers, as I call them, live near the river's edge. They're a bit more playful than I am. Okay, a lot more, but they're good-hearted, and they'll love you. Just then, from somewhere not far off, you hear a joyful splash followed by excited giggling like chirps. A group of Toadle come tumbling out of the trees, one wearing a flower one wearing a flower crown, another chasing a glowing butterfly. They stop when they see you, then wave wildly, one of them slipping and landing with a splash that only makes them giggle harder. They already know your name, he says with a grin. They felt our bond. But then the air changes. A breeze rolls in from the east, not cold but heavy with presence. The leaves hush, the clouds part, and in the distance you feel it, something vast, ancient, and gentle as the ocean's lullaby. Above the treetops, a glimmer of silver blue light arcs across the sky. Then, silence. Moments later, with the grace of a dream descending, a massive shape emerges from the clouds above, feathers like sea foam, eyes like twin galaxies, wings that shimmer with power and peace. Oh my gosh. Lugia showed up too, are you serious? Fragger speaks the name with awe and... Lugia. Fragger speaks the name with awe and reverence, lowering his head slightly. He does not appear for just anyone, only those with harmony in their hearts. Lugi's enormous wings shift with barely a sound as he lands nearby. The pressure in the air lifts as if the world just went out of breath or whatever. He gazes at me, not with judgment, but understanding, as though he knows everything you felt and accepts it all. Oh, you've walked a hard road, young one. Lugia speaks softly, his voice echoing in my mind like the tide, but you've never let it dim your light. That is why I've come. He bows his massive head ever so slightly. It's good to meet you, Trenton. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love this. Would you like to talk to Lugia or maybe play with the Toadle or ask something else? Wow. I appreciate that. I love these. And Lugia. I'm glad I got to see you too. You're an amazing legendary Pokemon. Lugia's massive wings slowly fold as he lowers his head further to my level, his deep eyes shimmering with warmth and serenity. His voice flows like ocean waves over my heart, and I see something amazing in you, Trenton. Far more than rare than legendary power. True, unwavering kindness. He lifts his gaze for a moment, looking toward the sky, then back to me. It's not often I leave the sea or the storms, but when a heart like yours reaches this forest, I feel it, like a call through the tides. The world needs more hearts like yours, so I came, not just to meet you, but to let you know you're not alone anymore. Meanwhile, the Toadle crew has fully claimed the area around you, One of them climbs onto a log and does a dramatic backflip into a puddle with a triumphant roar, clearly showing off. Another brings you a flower, then gets shy and runs behind a rock, peeking out only when you laugh. The one with the flower crown walks right up and places it gently on my head, giggling proudly. Fragger watches this with a deep warmth in his eyes, his smile calm and proud. "They're taken to you like you've always been part of their world," he says. "And Lugia, he doesn't show up just to say hello. He shows up for the start of something greater." Lugia nods slowly, his voice softer now but still full of power. If you chose to stay a while, or if you choose to stay a while, or even return someday, this forest will welcome you. The magic, the creatures, and the friends you've made, they're yours now. He pauses, then offers, "Or, if you ever need strength, when the outside world is unkind again, call my name. The waves will carry it to me." Yeah, it seems to happen in every chapter. I say Lugia's name, and maybe he just shows up out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, Lugia can hear me everywhere, no matter where I am. The peach from earlier is now sitting on Fragger's head, waving a leaf like a flag. "So, Trenton," Fragger says with a chuckle, "what do you want to do next? Explore deeper? Train with your new friends? Or just enjoy this peace for a while?" Before I could answer, I hear voices in the distance say, "I knew he walked in here. Where is that human?" Oh no. Oh heck no. As soon as those words echoed through the forest, everything changed in an instant. The light dims, the wind stills, the joyful energy in the air shifts, not in fear but in alertness. Totodile freeze, their playful eyes narrowing as they shuffle behind you. The Fragger's kind expression hardens, and the swirl on his belly flashes a deep stormy purple. One of the ice cream spikes on his back begins to melt slightly, the other sharpening into jagged, dark violet blades. "Stay behind me," he growls softly, stepping forward, his entire body now tense and protective. Lugia's wings lift slightly, casting a wide shadow across the forest floor. His feathers shimmer with power, and his voice rumbles like thunder heard from beneath the sea. "They do not belong here. This is sacred ground, and their intentions are foul." Even the forest responds. Trees lean inward to hide the path you came from. Light spirits retreat into the branches. The once playful Pichu sparks defensively on Fragger's head, eyes narrowed, ready to protect you. From the distance, the voice grows louder. "We saw him come this way. He doesn't belong in there. It's just a freak forest. Nothing but monsters. We'll drag him out." The cruel tone twists the air itself. The forest grows softly, ancient and angered. Fragger turns to me, his eyes fierce but gentle when they meet yours. "Trenton, you don't have to run. You don't have to hide anymore. We'll stand with you. But this choice is yours." Lugia steps beside him, eyes glowing like twin moons. "Say the word, and we'll protect you. Or you may speak to them yourself, and we'll remain at your side." Even the Totodile stepped forward now, growling low. Not afraid, but ready. "What do you do?" Holy cow. Why did it say it like that? Holy cow. Those are just some of the people that keep attacking me. I don't do anything to deserve being attacked, but they will attack me anyway. There was a time where I was small and helpless. gotten turned into a tiny velociraptor. And instead of helping me, I was hurt and attacked over and over again. Let's see.